going to talk about export controls.
Oh, export controls. Easy peasy. Controlling the products we export. Like, go to your room, Mr. Product. Do as I say, Mr. Product.
Okay, this is just a hunch, but you have no idea what an export control is, do you?
Depends on the meaning of the word idea.
Anytime you ship something from one country to another, you have to think about export controls.
Why?
Because there are some things that we don't want to share.
I learned in grade school that we should always share.
Not always. The big question here is, do you know your customer?
As long as somebody's buying, I'm selling. Cha-ching!
Okay, you need to be careful because you need to make sure your product doesn't end up in the wrong hands.
No hands, just paws.
By that, I mean companies or individuals with past transgressions on their record, or countries or individuals with sanctions against them.
What's the big deal? I'm just selling a thing that fits into lots of other things. I'm not selling dangerous rocket missile laser beam rays. Oh, no!
It doesn't matter. Even if you do know your customer, you still need to be careful. These rules apply to lots of different things, like satellite dishes, weapons, medical devices, drugs, computer software, machinery, technology, even documents and information.
Nice trident.
So make sure that you know who you're selling to, what they'll be doing with it, where it will be used, and who will be using it.
Ah, the old who, what, where, and who.
Just ask good questions and look for warning signs.
Like what? A wig? A mustache?
Well, here's an example. Let's say you were shipping a crane to a customer, and they gave you a P.O. box. You know that a crane can't fit in a P.O. box, so you'll need to do a little investigating.
No problem.
Or perhaps the buyer will have you ship something to a place that is totally cool.
That guy seems cool.
But then they'll turn around and export it to a country on the no-no list.
Oh, no, you don't.
You gotta watch out for that. Even if your product or part of your product is made in another country, this all still applies.
Looks like I'll need to hang on to this.
So ask questions, look for warning signs, and keep good records. And if you need more info, check the policy or ask.
Great. So you won't mind if I have a few questions to ask you?
What's that?
It's your file. Everybody has one. Looks like you've got a lot of parking tickets here.
I was young, I didn't know what I was doing.
Welcome to this edition of This Week in the Boardroom. I'm T.K. Kirsten, as chairman of the NYSE Governance Services, and I'm joined by my co-host today, Scott Cutler, who's the EVP and head of global listings for the NYSE. Welcome, Scott. Great to be back. It's great to have you back, and these are the sessions that I enjoy most, where we get a chance to sort of talk about issues that might be sensitive or debate issues. So this time, with this particular show, we're going to talk about the three issues that each of us have that should be on the board's agenda. The top of my list is not necessarily something I would put on every board agenda, but is an overarching theme that every board has to consider, and that is really what I would call sort of succession as well as talent development. Join me in welcoming Dan Siciliano. I come at it from a different view. I definitely empathize, to a large extent, with sitting board members and certainly CEOs and management teams that have to get stuff done. Business is hard, and I think that's one of the big points that you need to keep in mind with corporate governance. Corporate governance is not the means to business success. It is part of helping business success. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the show. Joining me again this week is Trent Gasaway, who's the National Managing Partner of Professional Standards for Grant Thornton. Welcome, Trent. Thank you. We're going to be talking about key issues facing audit committees. Welcome to this edition of This Week in the Boardroom. I'm T.K. Kirstetter, chairman of the NYSE Governance Services. And today we're going to be talking about effective disclosure and what boards should know and monitor. And joining me is a familiar face. I'd like to welcome Cindy Fernelli, who's the executive director of the Center of Audit Quality. And Cindy, welcome.
Thank you, TK. It's great to be here.
Yeah, here.
Here.
That's your setting. We've been in the old studio, we've been in the new studio, and now here we are on the floor for a one-time quiz to And it's sort of special, isn't it?
It is. It's great to be here. The energy is exciting, and I'm pleased to be here for this special taping.
It is a special taping. But once again, we find ourselves discussing disclosure. Welcome to this edition of NYSE Governance Services Inside Compliance. I'm Eric Moorhead. I'm Vice President and Chief Compliance Counsel with NYSE Governance Services. And I'm very pleased to be joined today by Andrea Bonini, who is the CEO of GEC Risk Advisory. Andrea, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Particularly those that don't have much experience with risk and risk assessment in the past. Can you demystify a little bit of the R and the S?
Sure. Thank you very much for having me. My 20 years or so of practicing as a general counsel, chief compliance, chief risk officer for several companies has taught me that everything is interconnected. And so if you try to do ethics and compliance in isolation, you really don't get the full impact of the program on your company, on your employees, on outside stakeholders. So it's really important for ethics and compliance officers to understand how the ethics and compliance risk fits into the larger ERM picture, the enterprise risk management picture. Hello, and welcome to this edition of Inside Compliance. I'm Erica Salmon Byrne, Executive Vice President of Compliance and Governance Solutions, and I have a terrific guest in the studio today, our new studio, as a matter of fact, overlooking the trading floor here at 11 Wall Street. I'm thrilled to welcome Craig Moss, who is the Chief Operating Officer of Create.org. Craig, thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Thanks, Eric. It's really a pleasure to be here, and I love this.
Let's just set the stage for a second, because a lot of compliance officers may not have responsibilities for IT protection. Why is IT such a critical issue right now?
You know, IT, the importance of IT in a company has grown exponentially over the last decade. A lot of the surveys that we see show that up to 75% of the asset value of the company is directly tied to its intellectual property.
And that's a flip from the 70s, right? Almost a complete flip.
Absolutely. And if you look at that, we think that that's going to increasingly become a reality.
Thrilled to welcome to Create today Tom Flynn, who is the Vice President and Chief Compliance Officer at Hackensack UNC. Tom, thank you so much for coming in and taking the time to spend a little time with us in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
You in the healthcare space are dealing with a lot more regulatory issues than many of our audience members are. How do you stay on top of that piece?
Well, I mean, for a compliance program to be effective, it really needs to be integrated into the fabric. So for myself and my team, we do a lot to make sure that the information gets out to the institutions. And for those companies and practitioners, whether they're in the council officer and compliance out there, that are overseeing political activities of their organizations, you lecture on this pretty extensively and talk about it. What are two or three main pitfalls that you see companies running into?